FCC on their way to the moon has stopped and picked up Philadelphia Union forward Sergi Santos. Thoughts on the move initially? I know we had spoken about it. I figured you get your 2 cents in.
Yeah, you're not gonna like this one, but I've never been a fan of Sergio Santos.
Listen, the only time I was ever a fan of Sergio Santos was that time when we were playing in the playoffs and he missed 4 sitters in 4 tries.
That's what I feel like his biggest issue is I feel like he always is in great positions to score and then just manages to miss. I don't know. That's just like, I feel like every time I've watched him or like followed what he's done, I feel like that's what I've seen. So that's just kind of like the way I've like, it's just kind of what I've associated with him. So I don't know. You have Brandon Vasquez firing on all cylinders. You have Brenner, who's one of the most expensive players in the league of all time. And do they still have Baji?
Baji, but he's hurt.
Okay. I don't know. Like, what's the mindset in bringing him in to be third string striker?
To be the guy to come off the bench and make an impact. I'm here for it. I think this is a great move. I know you disagree, but that's why we bring you into the bad takes, and I'm here for the real ones. Last year, 6 goals, 3 assists in 1,400 minutes. Year before that, 11 goals, 3 assists in 1,300 minutes. Year before that, 4 goals, 2 assists in 700 minutes, 9 goals, 2 assists in 1,200 minutes in the 3rd division of the Italian League, I think it is. I don't know what that is. Listen, ever since he's gotten here, outside of this year. Okay, so anyways, he's consistently gotten on the score sheet in limited minutes. I think it's a good move for somebody to come off the bench and just make a difference, right? Dominic Baji has not been the guy. We have talked about that. We've talked about that move tons of time. I don't think he's been a journeyman. He's been on 1.5 billion teams. And when I pull up his stats here, 5 goals in 2021, 1 goal in 2020, 6 goals in 2019. He's been hit or miss too, and he's injured right now. He hasn't scored for FCC yet in 1,000 minutes of play. So you needed somebody else to be that third guy. I think this is a good move.
Here's my issue with it. They paid $300,000 in GAM with potential to pay another $625,000 in GAM. Plus, there's a 50% future trade fee for Santos if he gets traded to another MLS team, which I think is unlikely. But you're telling me you couldn't have spent half of that money to go try and get Pozuelo, a former MLS MVP, but instead you're going to spend double the money to go get Sergio Santos? I just feel like for this money, you could have gotten a better, more impactful player. I mean, Inter Miami got him for $150K GAM. Clearly, they had the money to do it. You just throw $200K, you could have had him.
I think he gets in enough good spots that it's worth the GAM, right? You saw that he was constantly getting in good spots with playmakers like Lucio Costa setting him up. Now, yeah, it's a lot of money. It's $300K plus a possible $625 and a 50% future trade sell on if he's traded to another MLS club. That's weird. Is it an overpay? Depending on if that turns into $925, maybe. But I think $300K is a good gamble for somebody who is 5 to 8 goal scorer a year, gets into very good positions often, can pair up with Brenner, Brazilian link up. I'm about it. I think this is a great move from Chris Albright. Yeah, I can't. This can't hurt you.
Well, except for the fact that they're spending more money, which they have a limited amount in Garber Box.
Garber expired.
But they're spending it in the wrong area. They need defensive help. They don't need attacking help. They have 30
We're in
goals.
MLS 4.0. Nobody cares about defensive help. Just score tons of goals.
You could say that all you want. You could say that all you want while you're sitting outside of the playoff picture. They have conceded 33 goals this season. That is top 5 worst in the Eastern Conference.
Montreal's conceded 35 and they're in 4th. It doesn't matter. Just score a ton of goals.
And Montreal is going to fall off because they don't have Jordy, who's scoring all the goals for them.
You tell them.
They needed defensive help. I don't think.
That's where Matt Miazga comes in. We talked about this last week.
But Miazga was just a rumor.
Yeah, until he actually is not.
Okay, but right now he's not.
All right. This is a good move.
We'll just see what happens.
When FC Cincinnati make the playoffs on the back of a Sergi Santos goal against Atlanta United, will you cry happy tears or sad tears?
Sad tears. Come on now.
Good. Because that's what I would like to see from you.